course, Pain looking to get an upset in this series if they possibly can and establish as you'd hope at level 1, but these mistakes could cost them in the end, though they will go ahead again, do hit the split earth this time with the shackles as well. Lilith should actually be the first blood here, and it looks like it will be. So mistakes were made, but then corrected very, very quickly. And first blood will go to the way of Vici Gaming.
It's going to be a bit of a hard time for Lilith on this offlane, especially since he will be solo, but that is what you have to expect when top lane is going pretty good for Pain.
Indeed it is. Yang, he'll end up losing his life as well. 2 kills already going on in the first minute of this game. Yang certainly not going to...
48 compared to the Trolls 28-5.
Well, they get his shackles off, down to that bot river. Lelis can't really get away from this one, I don't think. He went and picked up a double damage, but it's going to cost him his life. And now Ori, if they can find the trade, it'd be amazing for Pain, and they do. They've actually found DY as well with those shards, so Theo really lining his shards up very well. A 1-for-2 trade. Pain Gaming, I feel like they walk away from that pretty happy, and it was just a very simple pick up against that Kunkka. Looks like this will mean DY will take the mid lane for the moment up against Leo. And bot lane, there is a bit of action going on. Looks like Paparazzi going to find himself another kill, and Theo, meanwhile, being chased down. Paparazzi not afraid of this troll whatsoever at the moment. DY, nice body blocks there. There will be a snowball coming out to try and delay this as long as possible, and a nice torrent comes out from 4DR. In fact, it might be enough to turn it around, though no shackles come out on Leo. It won't be enough. 4DR forced to throw the...
But looks like they want to punish back for VG.
Yeah, 4DR. He'll get caught out with the Boundless Strike, and now the Hex, though the Splitter does not connect again. 4DR, though, should still be in trouble, though the Soulbind does come out. Now, where's the Doom? Lelis, he's moving in, and he does find it as well. Wukong's command lagging the hell out of me right now, John, but it doesn't matter, because Leo, he finds 1 kill. Can he find another? It looks like he probably won't. Ori will be able to take him down. DY, meanwhile, trying to move forward, trying to get some work done here, and he finds 444 on Ori. And 444 is pretty much just a sitting duck right now. It's pretty hard to get away from the Monkey King when you're in the trees, and he will end up losing his life. So there is some decent punishment being dished out here by Vici Gaming now. He is just a sitting duck right now. There's absolutely no support around him. At the very least, he does have a tier 2 tower there, but there's the Hex. Now the Split Earth to follow the shackles, and it will connect this time around. There will be Theo coming in, but it's all too late, and he cops the lasso himself. Though Soulbind will come out with the double silence, and now the double X is coming out as well. The boat will fly in and should connect on both, and it does. But where's the added damage they need? They don't actually have it, and now the side of Pain are the ones in trouble. They're actually being chased down by Vici Gaming. The shackles do end up connecting, and that is a long distance. Now the Split Earth as well, and they will find 444. 3 heroes going down for the side of Pain Gaming.
Yeah, it's really worrisome when you're
too sure about this one. That's just the support battle you're trying to aim for here. They do X him up. The shield is there, but he should end up dying anyway, surely. The Paparazzi was there with the Split Earth, and now Theo going to be chased down. Meanwhile, in the back, there is a Soulbind being thrown out onto Ori, but it's not going to be quite enough. He gets a nice Boundless Strike, though that boat really helping out the side of Pain Gaming. They'll find 1 massive kill. Can they find another, however? They're going after Paparazzi. They haven't quite dealt any damage to him yet. Leo looks like he will end up dying to the Leshrac, and now the Hex is out on the Doom. In fact, they'll go for the Kunkka instead with the Shackles. 4DR, I don't really see him getting out of this one. Fade should eventually, in fact, he'll just drop the Serpent Wards. Screw waiting for the Hex or the Shackles. They'll find a double kill on the Shadow Shaman, and that'll mean they can go for the mid-tier 1 tower.
Yeah, really a rather messy engagement coming out from...
Though it still looks like they may be in trouble because Paparazzi does not want to give up on this chase. Goes for the Split Earth, doesn't quite find 444, but still knows he's around the area and will eventually walk in and claim the kill for himself. He'll also find a tier 1 tower. And they might not even stop. Like, they have Edict up again. They may just go straight for the tier 2s. In fact, they are going to make a chase onto Lilith on that Doom right now. Primal Spring, won't even need it. The Boundless Strike will come out with the Split Earth, and he is dead. Unstoppable Spree now for Paparazzi.
And that just means they can transition to a tower quite seamlessly. That is these towers. It's been mainly him. The wards were never really committed for these towers.
Oh, 4DR. Trying to go for the TP play, but gets caught out by Yang, and well, the lasso was committed, but it's well worth it for that core Kunkka kill. Meanwhile, mid lane, 4DR getting bullied by DY. At this point, I mean, Vici Gaming pretty much just... I don't want to say they're playing around here, John, but it seems like they're having a bit too much fun. In fact, top lane, they do go after the Doom now. Fade will set up, and Lelis is going to end up dying to the Pulse Nova of Paparazzi. And he's now godlike. Man has 16 kills with 1 death. I mean, this is very impressive coming out from Vici Gaming.
Yeah, Paparazzi...
He's got that much tankier, and the DPS, of course, increasing. Mid lane, Paparazzi just going in by himself right now. He does have Fade behind him, and here comes Ori with the bounce in. He was silenced up to begin with, but there's the Wukong's command coming out. 4DR, copping so much damage. He got the boat out, but it's not going to matter. Another double going to the way of Ori this time around, and that tier 3 is just copping a hell of a lot of damage. This should be a Rax going to the way of Vici Gaming. In fact, they found even more. They get the lasso off onto the Troll. It looks like he'll end up going down before the Battle Trance comes out. The Soulbind was there, but is it going to be enough to hold Vici Gaming back for a bit? 4DR, he just bought back, but it looks like it won't even matter. A dieback is there on the Kunkka. And the mid-Rax again being claimed here by the Radiant side.
It's really hard for Pain, especially when you get that Soulbind off. You can't come up for the Doom. You lose a lot of impact from your team fights when you can't get that combination off, and it definitely showed in that last engagement. The defense is going to be really hard without that Soulbind for 1 minute.
Well, that'll be a secondary Rax, and yeah, Pain. I was wondering how long it was going to take after that last team fight, but they do call GG, and that's fair enough. 18k net worth behind, 24 minutes in, was going to be pretty hard to go himself, especially with that silence. He's going to have to try and really land those quite well, but it's not going to be the easiest game in the world for Pain. It does feel like a bit of an outdraft coming here for Vici Gaming.
It certainly does. We are going to see probably the most even start on this mid lane we have seen yet. It's not going to be a total wash from level 1, and I feel like both of these heroes can trade quite well as we go on.
DY will end up being the first blood. A nice play there from Lelis and Theo to essentially get the double stun off and get the job done. Of course, DY will TP Strapback. Luckily for him, he does have the Devour regen bonus, though, to rely on. Meanwhile, top lane, Lelis will get caught out in the kinetic field, and Ori shows up as well. But there's a lot of rotations coming in here for Pain Gaming, but they've already lost that Leshrac. They're going to try and find a return kill here onto Paparazzi, and the boat will connect. A nice play from Pain to find that trade. They'll try to go for Ori as well, but they don't have the lockdown quite yet. And it looks like they may just be satisfied with the Weaver kill.
Yeah, fair. Pretty good one-for-one trade going the way of Pain Gaming. I feel taking out Paparazzi is definitely a big boon for them. They do lose their Leshrac, but you're not going to be too unhappy losing your support for a core that you really have to keep in check.
Well, Yang actually ends up finding Leo just barely thanks to the Scorched Earth. Though he will lose his life thanks to Theo rotating in, and Ori would be a fantastic target to be able to get, but definitely not going to be the easiest. Looks like Lelis top lane going to find himself in trouble. Yang just runs in, and Paparazzi looks like he has the added DPS to get the job done. Meanwhile, bot lane, there is a jump onto Theo, and he also ends up losing his own life. 4DR will throw the boat out. It will not connect, and to make matters worse, he gets glimpsed out as well. He'll just return find. Looks like Ori is going to run into 4DR. Meanwhile, mid lane, they are going to make a play here onto the Leshrac, though Doom still not available for another second. Burrow Strike will come in, and now the boat flying in as well. They found the Doom before he could pop the ultimate. DY ends up losing his own life. It looks like Ori is still going for the team fight, though he does eventually remnant his way out. But perhaps a bit of mistiming there from Vici Gaming to try and defend his support, and will do so successfully. And now they want to make a play here onto Theo. They will remnant in. The dust did connect as well, but Theo still alive throughout all this. They found the Serpent Wards around Lelis. They will get the Sand King, and now they find a Leshrac as well. 444 trying to get out, and probably will be able to do so. The only problem is, though, he's going to lose his Kunkka for this. That's 3 heroes going down for the side of Pain. A great rotation from Vici Gaming, and it looks like they may set themselves up for a tier 2 bot tower very soon. For that mid tier 2 tower, though the rest of Vici Gaming are starting to move their way in. Swarm will give vision. Yang will be the first one to walk up the hill and does get a Doom off immediately onto the Abaddon. Meanwhile, Ori just melts Theo, going for more now. Who do they aim for? It's straight onto Leo. Meanwhile, the Doom, though, has gone down. Lelis falling very, very low, but they found DY as well. Can they find anything else here on the side of Pain? Everyone seems so low, but nobody's really dying. They'll get the Abaddon, they'll get Leo in the end. Perhaps they'll even find the Leshrac. Lelis is still making a run for it, and it looks like he'll be alright, but 4DR will not be so lucky. 4 heroes going down for the side of Pain Gaming. Almost a full team wipe. Just one more right click would have done the job on Lelis, but though Ori is out for blood and is still making the chase, and he actually ends up finding the Drow Ranger as well. With that, Leo does not have a TP to actually use to get himself out of this one. Though a nice silence once again. Theo is still around the area. Meanwhile, Lelis actually finds a kill into Beta. Now the Epicenter comes in with the Burrow. It's going to be enough damage to take Ori down. Lelis actually finding DY as well. Paparazzi is here now and is going to continue that chase. But again, the silence comes out. It just delays everything on this Drow.
He's going to be able to weave in and out. Be a real nuisance. Not like he isn't already, but it's going to be much harder to deal with him at this point with that fresh 10-second BKB.
Leo will get caught out top lane. Almost manages to get himself out of there, but they do end up eventually cancelling off the TP and finding the kill. At the very least, Yang is forced to use his 10-second BKB charge. Bot lane as well. They're trying to make a play onto Lelis on that Leshrac. Serpent Wards will end up dropping, and now the Epicenter, though, coming out from Theo. He'll at least find a trade onto Fade. But Paparazzi does not look afraid and wants to continue this team fight, it seems. In an awkward position here. In fact, that was Theo that was X'd up, though. He does Burrow Strike himself up. Now, Fade will go for the Hex. Meanwhile, Ori in the backlines going after the Leshrac and the Drow. It's a lot of damage coming in here. Yang will get in there with the Infernal. Now the Static Storm as well being thrown out, and that's 2 down for the side of Pain Gaming. 444. They won't waste their time. He had the borrowed time available. Instead, they will find the 3rd core of Pain Gaming. They do take him out as well. And this should be a fairly easy Roshan for them to take if that's what they want to do. Fully done. Lelis got to be careful in that mid lane because Fade, he can jump in, breaks the Lincolns, gets the Shackles with the Serpent Wards as well. And that's a big pickup if they can find it once again. And it looks like they will. The Miscall did not make it in time to actually heal that Leshrac up. They'll also get rid of the borrowed time for the moment. This may be the opportunity they wanted to go high ground. In fact, nice glimpse is there from DY from the back. The silence will come out from the Drow. Not really going to do too much, though. Already half the HP of the tier 3 tower gone. No buybacks available on the Leshrac, nor is there one on the Abaddon. Ori will get X'd up. Silence is there as well. Fade jumps in, gets the Hex on the Drow. Their Burrow Strike will be there from Theo to make sure they can't continue that chase. Instead, though, they will take his own life. Now 4DR, he's actually just going to go straight after that Shadow Shaman. He will find him as well, so Fade's down, that they have found the Drow Ranger, and that's the big kill they really wanted. The Remnant, it will get the job done. 4DR now just trying to get away from these guys and get back into his fountain, but the glimpse is there from DY. The buyback is there from the Lesh. In fact, I don't believe that was a buyback just to respawn, but he might end up going down here. Paparazzi trying to Sakuchi his way out. He still has the Aegis, though. He does end up giving it away in the end, though there is a Doom there on the Kunkka now. And with that, could almost be all over. No buyback available on the Kunkka, and that was in fact a dieback. 444 may just die underneath his fountain.
They will be able to at least get a couple of racks here. They could probably clear out at least maybe possibly the 2 tier 4s as well. They're going to have their Shadow Shaman up as well, so he's going to be able to TP down, blink up, and walk down to the lane. By the time he gets to that lane, he has his wards up. So the push is definitely not over yet, Mike.
Ori gonna jump in. They are gonna burst down 444, it seems, although nice deny from him, but I'm afraid the Leshrac not gonna be so lucky. A full team wipe now coming out for Vici Gaming. Secondary racks going down to Paparazzi and Yang. And at this rate, they've got so much time, they can go ahead and get Mega Creeps if they really want to, and I don't see why they would back out. I mean, Leo, he may go for one final defense with the Sanking. Question is it going to be enough? Serpent Wards as well will be available for Fade, so they'll drop them down. And with that, Mega Creeps will be coming out online for Vici Gaming. Looks like there will be an initiation here from Ori, although he does get Hurricane Piked away. There will be a Hex from Fade. Now the Burrow Strike as well. They're kind of just forced to sit in their fountain for a while. They will maybe be able to find Fade, though Yule Scepter will delay things just a bit, but eventually he does go down, so that's one kill going to the way of Pain. Though against Mega Creeps, can they hold and push this back? Epicenter, Burrow Strike is nice into the Weaver as well as the Silence, but the BKB comes down and he just essentially goes back in time. They'll find even more. It looks like they have found the Drow in the back, and there was the Shackles with Fade. They won't be able to finish him off, but they will get Lelis once again. That's the GG being called by Pain. A 2-0 for Vici Gaming. I'm going to tell you, John, they are looking pretty strong going to MDL Major.
Definitely so. I mean, these guys are the guys that did win the last major as well, so